guys, I'm back. So I might make pierogies later. I really wanted to go out to a nice dinner tonight, and that guy I was telling you about. So there's this guy that's so obnoxious. I mean, he's so annoying and he's so persistent. One time I saw a meme and it said, guys that just keep asking out a girl look like this, and they look like the clown emoji, because literally they're being a clown. They keep asking a girl out, being persistent as heck. And there's this guy he's just an average dopey kind of guy. I mean, he might be perfectly nice, but whatever. I don't know. But he just is so, like, constantly trying to take me out to dinner. And another thing too, I talk about my church and these people want to come to my church. I mean, fine, yes, our church welcomes everybody, but they just want to go so they can hang out with me. And then they know I work at Walmart, and then they show up at Walmart because they know I work there, you know. And it's just kind of like, okay. Like, wow. Yeah, so, but then I'm like thinking, I mean, he seems nice enough. Like, he said he wants to be friends. I don't want him to think anything else. Oh yeah, and then guys that message you on, you know, you're on Facebook and anybody can message you on Messenger. So they message you on Messenger and you chat with them and talk back or whatever. And then all of a sudden they're like this. Oh, what's your phone number? Right? Like, what's your phone number? Like, listen, it all goes to the same place, to my phone. So why do you need my phone number? Just message me on Messenger. You don't need my phone number. Like, seriously. I get messages and text messages on my phone. So why do you want my phone number? Or like guys that you just like add, and then they just, these are just like randos, you know, like you'll add them and then all of a sudden they try calling you, Facebook timing you, and it's like, no, I don't know you. There's no reason for me to answer and talk to you. So like, really, it's so lonely tonight. I really wanted to like, see, I tell myself I kind of want to do this and chill at home. But then sometimes I kind of want to be around people. Sarah always wants to hang out too, but, oh, the kids are loud outside. Sarah wants to hang out too, but she's already been drinking. And I said, why don't you come to my house? Because I don't want to really drive up to her house because then I'll be drinking and I don't really want to sleep there, you know? Like, I'd rather people visit me at my house. Maybe I'll tell Joni to stop by after her work or whatever, but, you know. And, like, Mike never wants to hang out, and, like, he does drink and stuff sometimes, but he falls asleep, and it's just, whatever, you know? Like, hang out with me, you know. I kind of wanted to hang out tonight with somebody, friend, you know, whatever. But, I don't know. I haven't, like, really hung out and drank by myself in a long time, so I'm not trying to, like, get all crazy, because I'm going to enjoy the day tomorrow. Okay. Somebody just messaged me. It's so distracting because I see them. Yeah, so I was finally like, you know what? I'm hungry. And the guy, he keeps asking me out. Anyways, I was thinking, he's like, he wants to go seafood. I'm like, you know what? I could use some lobster. Yeah. I'm like thinking, because my friend Sherry does that all the time. She will have some guy bring her to a fancy restaurant just because she wants some good food. And the guy is like a dork. Or, I mean, I like dorky guys, don't get me wrong, but the guy's like kind of like not really like the best looking or the most appealing kind of guy, but hey, they buy her a nice dinner. Ow! I hurt my elbow. I know it's wrong, but like she'll go to a nice steakhouse, like a fancy steakhouse, you know, or like seafood or whatever, and she gets these guys like, you know, and I really don't do that, but then I'm like, you know, maybe I will be friends with him because he's even nice enough, like he doesn't seem threatening or whatever. Like if you want, maybe I'll go and get some lobster, you know, like, I don't know. I'm not really somebody, and then I go on Facebook dating, and there's like a lot of like there's actually a lot of like good looking guys on Facebook dating, but I will never like meet up with anybody because frankly, I don't know these people, they're strangers. Yeah. I was talking to one guy on Facebook dating for a while and we're friends, but nothing came out of it, you know? Because these guys, they just don't try. Also, they just, like, nobody is bold enough to be like, I want to, like, a guy that whatever. Anyways, who cares? I am going to talk about, let me take a sip of this because I haven't. Cheers, everybody. So, all right, listen. I am going to talk about, let's enjoy that beer a little bit. Because as soon as I took the sip, I'm like, yeah, I feel the power of Grayskull. I want to light a candle, actually. My whole house smells like sage. It's nice, but I have this candle. It's called Island Retreat. I'm just gonna leave the sage scent. All right, so we're gonna talk about my job at White Claw. So I was friends. Okay, so somebody from Walmart told me about it, right? Yeah, they sure did. They told me about this job. I have a lot to talk about, and I'm just like, do I need a cigarette for this? Because it's a lot. And I also have another topic I'm going to talk about, which is the Reiki session. So this video is going to be long. But you know what? This is my Friday night, so cheers again, people. I've looked at my painting I did, and it says I was working as a waitress at a cocktail bar. And then I have another one that says, do you want to have a summer party in my basement? And another one that says, hey look ma, I made it. And then another one says, I tune up when I'm drinking. And then I have more, and there's more I want to do. Because I paint song lyrics. Let me go get my cigarettes. I need to find an ashtray. Just a minute. Where's my ashtray? Oh, yay. Hold on. Looking for my ashtray. Where'd it go? There's my sandwich bag. Where's the ashtray? Hold on. I don't know where my ashtray went. Oh! What was that? I'm back. I got my cigarettes. Let me find the ashtray. Because I can't pause this. It's an iPhone, and I don't feel like editing it on iMovie. Ah! Dang, where's the ashtray? Oh, I hate when this happens. I can't find it. What? I know. I'm really upset. What the hell? Where'd it go? Fuck. I'm trying to find my ashtray and I don't know where it went. Oh, somebody's out there. Oh, that's Joe. My neighbor's charging through the freaking leaves. Okay, where's my... I gotta pause this because it's just... Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me pause this. Whatever. Hi guys, I found it. Another thing too. I definitely want to get more into doing ASMR. But let's continue on with this thing. So at my job at White Claw, remember how I was saying people, they don't want to work. They're lazy. They don't want to work. So 2 people approached me about working there, and I was kind of like up in the air about it because I like my schedule at Walmart. And I'm like, I don't know, like, there's more money. I mean, you know, $15 an hour, that's not really a lot, I guess, but for me, kind of is. I'm like, let me try it out, right? So, now I'm gonna make my house smell like cigarettes after it just got nicely and smell like sage. And after the girl did such a nice Reiki session on me, and now I'm ruining it all by bringing alcohol and cigarettes into my body. Girl. Okay, listen. Listen. Alright. Yeah, so, I was like, let me try it. I was thinking that we'd have a break. We don't have no break. So you're working 4.5 hours. Yes, you can use the restroom. You're working 4.5 hours before your lunch. That's really long. But after lunch, it's like 3 hours. You don't get a break either. And I was like taking 2 cans in one hand and 1 can in the other, lifting it. You know, I told you in one of the other videos. I was waking up in the morning and I was having really numb. My shoulders were numb. My whole arm is numb. I couldn't hold my phone because it was pins and needles and it just was so numb. And I was gluing too, and I was always like moving this part of the shoulder, right? This part. Even my back hurts. I was gonna try until after Thanksgiving. I called out the other day because I was just like, let me just take a break. This is too much. Because I was gonna have a long day. I had to work at Walmart that night. Yeah, on top of it, I was working at Walmart Tuesday night and Thursday night. My Wi-Fi is like being splotchy. Maybe I have to reset it. But anyways. Oh. I want to try different like massage and stuff like that and be. But anyways, yeah. So it was just a lot of repetitive motion, and I was getting repetitive strain injury, I guess it's called, or carpal tunnel or something. But I had my little crew there that we all worked together. It was the guy I used to work with at Walmart named Joe, because he's the one that told me about that job. And the other 3 guys, like the old man, they call him, and the other kid that worked there, and then and the other guy who was really nice and funny. His name is John. And my friend Sangeeta, the Indian girl, she was really cool. Like, it was hard to, but I can understand her. I can understand her now. It's just, she's talking on a face mask and it's hard to hear with the loud sounds. So I was having trouble hearing her, but I understand what, you know, what she's saying. And she misses me. She's really nice, and she would give me food, Indian flavored food and everything. I got her, she got my phone. We got each other's phone numbers and Facebook, so we're going to keep in contact. She's going to invite me over to eat and stuff, so that's really good. You know, she was really nice. I liked her a lot and funny. So, yeah, but that whole place was like, people were so crazy. Like, it was younger people, and they were all like trying to be dating everybody. Like, this one girl, I guess she was like hitting on every single white guy that worked there. There's all Hispanic people there. All the white guys she was like talking to, like, it was so weird. And I heard a conversation with her and this young kid. Like, she was young too. She had a baby. She's like, you got to choose between me or that guy, because you know what? And I'm like, how many guys does she have? She's not even that attractive. She has a cute face, I guess, but not really. I mean, she wears full makeup and she's heavy set, like she doesn't have a waist. I was just like, what is that all about? Like, first of all, this is work, I think. I mean, you're working. That's how temp agencies are, though. It's a bunch of goofballs, you know. Really. And then the other day I was working and there was this gay guy. He had a really high pitched voice. Like he's fine. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, but he talked like really like this black guy. He was gay and his voice is like really he really, oh my god, like really like he had a real high pitched voice, you know. And he was talking to this other guy who just had a normal voice and everything. But then, you know, I was listening to conversation. It was like, yeah, I went to go to a haunted house with you. And like, blah. It was kind of, I was actually listening in on the conversation. It was interesting. And it was taking my mind off things. And the other guy was like, they're both like 20 years old. And the other kid was like, he was like serious. Like he had glasses, kind of longish hair, but you have to wear hairnets and stuff. And he was like, I had 2 relationships. They were girls. I do find guys attractive, so it seemed like he was open to the idea. So they were like talking like they were on a date, but it seemed really fun because it was like questions that you ask. That's really nice to ask people to get to know them. Like, so, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? You know, or like, would you rather go out to eat at a restaurant or have a home cooked meal? You know, and they were just, the conversation was really cool. It was like, wow. And they were both responsive and listening to each other and actually really like listening to what each other said. Like, what's your favorite childhood movie? You know, like, I was like, wow, you know, it was a cool dynamic listening to, you know, the whole little combo they had with each other. But the black guy, he seemed like he was more interested in the other guy. His name was Alex. The other guy was named, it was a Spanish name, or something. But he was black. I was listening to conversation though. It was really cool. It actually was a nice conversation to listen to, you know. And yeah, I wonder how they're doing, if they ever are gonna go out with each other. But there was a lot of arguments and whatnot. Whew. So, I'm kind of tired. I drink a little bit and I get tired, and so I'm not gonna like be all crazy and stuff, but especially that Reiki session. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the Reiki session. I kind of feel like not talking though. I feel like watching TV or something. So, yeah, it was a nice day out today. So my friend, I was supposed to do a Reiki session. We finally got it today. She lit sage. She played meditation music, which is Native American, because I told her, you know, she liked the flag I have in there and stuff. And Reiki is really interesting. I was closing my eyes the whole time. She had a massage bed. I was laying on that. And she was like starting at all the chakras. And I could feel energies, and I felt right here, I felt a heat. Because when she's going over me, I felt like a heat energy. I actually felt vibrations and energy and everything. And it felt really warm and staticky in this area. But she said she felt a lot of energy at my head, my crown's chakra, you know, up here too. And then you have the third eye. She felt a lot of energy, and also at my feet, which is your root chakra. The whole session was like an hour, and I didn't move the whole time, but I didn't feel like I had to. I kind of felt like I was floating. My feet were elevated, but I felt like I was just floating. And it was really nice, and I had itches, but they went away. I didn't itch them because I don't want to be fidgety, and it went away, and it just, like, I just could see purple. She says because of crown energy, I have a lot going on here. What else? I smelled watermelon at one point. It was really interesting, you know. And I thought about people, like my nieces and stuff like that in my head, and my family. So that was just really peaceful and relaxing. And she said I'm gonna feel really good for like a couple weeks now, like relaxed and calm. I do feel calm, but I also feel lonely right now. But you know what? Sometimes maybe it's good to be like that. You know, I don't have to be out and getting all wasted and drinking and partying. I don't need to do that. I can be calm and relaxed, you know. But that was really cool. But I'm gonna relax and watch something, or I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.